Welcome back to the Basement Boys podcast and this week's free episode. If you're interested in bonus episodes, behind the scenes, bloopers, and more, check out patreon.com/basementboyspodcast, where most of that content is available for just $2 a month. Regardless, we appreciate all your support and we hope you enjoy this episode. How you feeling, Zach?
I'm alright.
Okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I guess we should just start.
Grand.
Why not? Let's just start.
We're going to discuss all of yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
I don't know necessarily. I think Bowser threw up in his crate.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole house smelled all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite sure how. And then I ended up giving Bowser a bath at like 6 p.m.
He's hopefully feeling better now, at least.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think he might need a secondary bath though.
A secondary bath?
A secondary bath with like actual shampoo and stuff.
See, I don't really smell him though.
I don't. It might just be his breath, honestly. But who can say, really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Of course. So, how's your week been?
My week has been something. It's been something.
You've had a lot of stories you've wanted to tell me, and I keep telling you to wait for the podcast.
I have had.
I don't want to fake
stories.
my reaction of being like, "Oh, I've definitely never heard this before."
Alright, so on the way home from work on Monday, I needed to get gas.
Okay.
And so I go to because Maryland is relatively close to where I work, I just go to a gas station in Maryland, such as to avoid paying the ridiculous tax Pennsylvania has on gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like 50 cents cheaper sometimes.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's pretty impressive. So
Yeah.
I'll do the same thing with Delaware. I'll go to Delaware for gas sometimes.
My dad works in Delaware, so he just gets gas on the way home from work often. Anyway, so I pulled up to the gas station I always go to, and my gas can is on the opposite side of my car now, so it's on the passenger side.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled in, and then went to go to where my gas can was. Well, the guy who came into the gas station behind me, immediately behind me, did a fucking I don't even know what around the outside because his gas can was on the driver's side. So we're both trying to go into the same thing, but I was there first.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't recognize many words with lip reading, but one word that I can definitely recognize lip reading is the F slur.
The gay one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I saw that and flipped him off and then decided that this wasn't really worth it and gave up started to back up. And I backed up 6 inches. And he just speed racered right into the spot and almost fucking hit my car, which I would have killed him, simply.
Because how long have you had this car now?
2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so it's new.
It's very new to me.
Oh,
It's
boy.
so, new to me that it got a little dirt on it, and I was like, I'm gonna go pay $14 at a car wash.
Of course.
Which, that was fun, by the way, going through the car wash.
Did you feel like a kid again?
I felt like a young child. I also realized how people with claustrophobia must feel when they can't leave a situation where they're in it. I basically sat there, I'm like, wow, this would be really bad if I had claustrophobia.
I always loved car washes, and I haven't gone through one in a long-ass time.
Do you want to go through a car wash with me sometime?
Maybe. That could be cute.
That could be a cute, fun podcast
I
thing.
don't do it because I don't feel like paying for it when,
Yeah, that's fair.
doing it yourself is so much cheaper.
Yes.
So what else happened with this guy at the
Anyway,
gas station?
So this guy at the gas station gets out of his car to start filling up, and I just went to the next available thing. And so he's which, by the way, he also could have easily done.
Yes.
And so he, gets out of his car, puts in his card as fast as he can, starts pumping gas, and I swear he was only there for, $5 worth of gas because he, was pumping gas for 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fucking, he sat in his car for the time the gas was pumping. So he dips, and I am, pumping my gas like a normal fucking person, and I just start laughing. And the guy, next to him kind of looks over at me, and I'm like, oh my god, he's big mad right now.
Big mad.
Over a fucking spot in a gas station.
I honestly...
And I made a connection with that other guy, and it was fun.
I don't understand why people get so mad. I feel like being in a car is a setting to only piss people off.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean?
Like, even people who are decent humans, I'm not saying this guy's a decent human, especially if he's calling you an F slur, but, like, even decent people will just be assholes when they're in a car. And, like, they're driving. Something about driving just makes people the worst version of themselves.
Honestly, it's so funny sometimes, though.
But, I don't know. I still, I don't know, I would have loved it if, well, not for your sake, but, like...
It would have been... Honestly, I think I would have had a very fun time calling up insurance and telling them what happened.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say I would have loved it if you got hit. I would have loved it if he tried to fight you.
Oh,
not,
yeah, that would have been
not
even
for
more
your
hilarious.
sake, not for your sake, but for the sake of the story.
Yeah.
Like, because that's things that people will do.
Well, he was over 50 with ease. So I don't know how fighting me would have gone for him, because I'm not physically fit, but I kind of know a little bit about how to fight.
Yeah.
But also, like, he looked kind of frail, but not, like, fully. You know what I mean?
He would have been as successful fighting you as he's successful as he is with fighting arthritis. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
that would have been a fun show match, though. I would have paid big money to see that live.
We're on pay-per-view right before McGregor versus whoever the fuck he's fighting next.
Listen, we're big chillin'. I know Bowser is, like, recovering. He was sick. He's passed out. He's a good boy, though.
He's a very
Lately,
good boy.
and I think I brought this up last episode. Lately, he'll sleep when we do the podcast, and as we're, like, doing the outro for the podcast, as we're ending the podcast, he'll wake up. He, like, knows when we're done.
He can sense it.
But mostly my life has just been schoolwork and dealing with Bowser. I'm finally adjusted to my classwork, I can confidently say, and my class schedule. So my life has shifted into just content. And we've been doing a lot of content this week. I've been doing a lot of content. Been streaming again, finally. I stopped streaming for like 5 days straight just to kind of work on school stuff.
Yeah.
But now that I'm caught up with school and I have a good schedule for when I can work on school and work on, streaming, we're good there. I'm also making a ton of YouTube videos. You know what, Zach? I'm going to say something.
I know.
I'm going to say an unpopular opinion, alright? Now,
A real shower thought right here.
don't hate me. I don't want the audience to hate me for saying this, but you should upload to YouTube.
Yeah,
Like-
I even have a video recorded on my phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's an easy edit.
I know.
I forgot we recorded that this
I
weekend.
know. I just need to, fucking do it.
Bro, we, and more specifically I, have recorded so much content this past week. I always have a to-do list. Well, I have 2 separate to-do
We
lists
have
now.
other content that I need to record as well.
Yeah.
At some point. How's your tomorrow night?
Busy.
And you're not going to be home on Friday night.
Nope.
Fuck.
Maybe we should have recorded that video when you said we should have recorded it. Because
Yeah.
I was available this weekend.
That's true.
And instead of recording a video, you went out and hung out with other people.
Yes, that is true.
My bad,
Sorry.
This is the difference. You are going to go out and have a social life, and I'm going to be uploading YouTube and streaming on Twitch and growing my content creation career. While you hang out with people and push off our recording sessions,
Yep.
which I did not appreciate.
Yep. Anyway, when will you be returned this weekend?
I'm coming
Sunday
back.
night?
I'm coming back Sunday night
Okay.
after visiting my sister,
All right.
and then I'm pretty much free after that for at least 4 or 5 days. I don't have anything planned.
Cool.
I just gotta visit my
fucking figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it. I mean, to be fair, we did record a lot of content this weekend, so I'm not mad that we didn't record that, because we did other stuff, and I recorded other stuff personally.
Yeah.
So I got videos I need to edit. Like I said, I have 2 to-do lists right now. One is on a whiteboard, and that's my homework and school to-do list. And then
Yeah.
I have a personal to-do list that I just have on a sticky note.
Yep.
And when I finish something, I cross it off. When I think of something new, I add it to the sticky note. When I run out of space on the sticky note, I get a new sticky note. And on my sticky
When I run out of space on the sticky note, I panic.
on my personal sticky note to-do list, I oftentimes write down videos I need to record or edit. And right now I have 5 videos I need to edit for the next week, give or take. I'm not going to try to, grind them all out in the next couple days, but I have a lot of content I can edit and upload, and I'm really excited about that. This has just been the week of content, and it's good. It feels good. It kind of sucks that I'm going home this weekend. I'm going back to my parents to visit my sister, if I could talk.
Skister.
Yeah, my sister from Scottsdale. It would be nice if I could get stuff done when I go to my parents' house, but I swear, whenever I go home and visit my parents, I accomplish nothing. Like, the last time I went home, it was the week before classes started.
Yep.
So I didn't even have schoolwork to do. All right, I didn't have anything too crazy. And I was like, you know what, maybe I'll write a little bit. I'll work on this book I'm writing when I go home. I went home, and I only played Animal Crossing. Like, I don't know what it is about...
fucking play Animal Crossing again.
I don't know. Maybe it's not just my house that is that way, because I am the type of person who can't get a lot of work done outside my workspace, and my workspace is my desk at my bedroom. So when I'm not at my desk in my bedroom and I instead go somewhere else, like my parents' house, I can't get work done. And that's kind of true. Like, I don't ever really get work done at my girlfriend's house. She has to, like, force me to get my homework done because I just want to lay around and, like, watch TV. So maybe it is just the fact I'm not at my desk. I don't know. There's only two places I've ever been able to get work done. It's at my desk and at the pond on campus because it's pretty and I like to write there. And I don't say that, like, to be cliche or Tumblr-esque. I should remind everyone I write horror. So, like, this pretty pond is not inspiration.
Is the opposite of my setting.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's not inspiration. It is inspiration for one story that I've written.
Oh, joy.
Which is about a girl getting drowned in a pond. So...
By a swan.
By a swan. Just by an animal. So, like, I don't know. I like writing there, but I can't even really get homework done when I'm on campus. I have to come home and do it at my desk. But I've been very proud of myself for finally, it took me 4 weeks into the semester, but finally finding a balance between school, streaming, and, like, YouTube. Because now, I think this will be the first week in a month where I get all my schoolwork done, I stream 3, 4, 5 times this week, and I upload 3 or 4 videos by the end of the week is the plan. So that's a lot of stuff.
You're a well-balanced individual.
And I'm not saying you should stream and you should upload.
Yes.
But I pay $5 a month to be subbed to your Twitch account.
I'm sorry.
And I have a sub waiting for like 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
I still haven't been able to get my notification, my gratification, my pleasure.
My gratification.
I need to be, gratified in subscribing to you and then seeing you respond to it on stream. I want you to read my name out. I kind of understand that now, though. And I think this is something we talked about on the Patreon episode this week. But talking about how I'm starting to watch a lot more streams.
Yeah.
Because 1, it's just good entertainment. 2, I learn some things that I could maybe put in my streams, ways to make my streams more interesting or at least better looking. And 3, the reason I want to watch more streams is the mentality of, like, put out in the world what you want to get back. So, like, if I support small streamers, I, as a small streamer, will hopefully get more support back in return. You know, it's an optimistic ideology.
Yeah.
So as I've been watching more small streamers, I'm finally starting to understand some of the appeals of Twitch that I honestly didn't as a streamer. Like having a streamer read your name out.
Yeah.
And how, like, that can be kind of cool. It sounds stupid, but it's cool. And, like, while I would always do that for people, and, like, I obviously, when someone subbed to me, I would say their name on stream. I didn't fully understand the appeal. You're good. It's your table. I don't know why you apologize to me for kicking it.
I'm sorry.
But I'm starting to understand a lot more about Twitch as I've been watching Twitch a lot more. Which is probably something I should have done from the get-go, instead of just streaming and not really watching. But I've been watching Twitch a lot more. And I've enjoyed it. I also am trying to, like, lurk people's streams more often.
Yeah.
That way, like, I'm supporting them even when I can't interact. So I'll usually, before I go to bed, I'll open up Twitch and, like, find a small streamer that I'm following who's live and lurk them, go to bed, and I'll be in there, I'll be a viewer for them all night, even when I'm not watching. And I'll also do it during my Zoom classes. Like, during class, online, I'll have a Twitch stream open.
It's paying more attention to this stream than your class.
Kinda, but I try not
The
to.
camera is just on you watching a stream.
I try not to. Usually, what I'm doing to distract myself from class is playing a video game. So, like, I'll have a video game on my one monitor, class on my second monitor, and then a stream on my third monitor that I'm, like,
Yeah.
lurking. But even, like, during class, I'm trying to give someone my viewership, even if it's not really me interacting or chatting.
Yeah.
Viewership alone can be helpful because it bumps your stream up in popularity. So, I'm trying to put a lot of positivity out there in the Twitch world in hopes to maybe get some positivity back. Who knows? Maybe not, but that's okay. If I don't, at least I'm still doing something good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited because I have so much ideas for content, and this has just been a week of content. You should really get in on this, Zach. This is a good feeling.
Listen,
Streaming and uploading to YouTube.
if there's anything I've proven in the past, it's that I absolutely hate feeling good.
I mean, I'm also starting a new series on Twitch since I don't like doing series on Twitch because I feel like it's not a good medium for it or not a good setting for it. Like, series on YouTube are manageable because people can,
Go back and watch.
yeah. But on Twitch, if you miss something, yeah, you can go back and watch the VOD
If it still exists.
if it still exists, but it's not as great, and it's also a lot more boring to watch a 3-hour Twitch VOD than
Yeah.
like the first 10-minute episode of a YouTube series. So while Twitch isn't entirely the place for a series, the series I did prior I liked, and it was Super Sluggers League. I played Mario Baseball for 10 weeks straight, and I would upload each episode to YouTube.
Oh my God, was that 10 weeks?
It was 10 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. So I did 10 streams and then 10 YouTube videos. Still editing the last one. And yeah, it worked because I had a set date for them on Twitch. I did them Thursdays, and then the last 3 weeks I did Fridays, and I announced that I was moving it to Fridays because of school and classes. And that worked. And then uploading YouTube worked. The new series I want to do is not really like an episodic series, but more of a journey, a goal.
A journey and a goal?
And I think what I'm going to title the streams is Quest to be the Best, parentheses, in America. And it's my goal that I've had forever, really, since the game came out, to be the best American speedrunner of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay.
When the game first came out, I was for like a couple months, and then I stopped speedrunning it. And for the last 3 years, I've said I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to start speedrunning it again. I want to be the best in America again. Like, I had that title for a short period of time. I stopped speedrunning, and now a ton of other American speedrunners have surpassed me, and they're really good. But I feel like I can catch up to them in skill if I practice. And I have done a couple speedruns of Mario Kart in the last month. And doing those speedruns are honestly some of my favorite streams I've done. It's been a lot of fun, and I think it's finally time for me to start officially grinding towards being the best Mario Kart 8 Deluxe player in America again. I don't know if I'll be able to reattain the title, but I at least want to try. And I think that's the new series I'm going to do on Twitch, where at least once a week, similar to my Mario Baseball series where I streamed it once a week, at least once a week I'm going to do a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe speedrun stream. And the hope will be to practice, get better, improve my skill, and maybe one day be the best American player again. That's the goal. That's the goal. But we got a long ways to go. That won't be a 10-week series. That'll take potentially years. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, but it's years of content.
It is years of content. Years of endless content. And I'm hoping for success. I don't know. I feel like I can do it.
I'd like to speedrun, but I feel like I'm too dumb in the sense that, like, I don't do well with, like, patterns and following, like, specific sets of things.
That's fair.
So, like, for example, with, like, speedrunning Breath of the Wild, one of the best ways to, like, get around is to drop one bomb, then switch bombs, drop the other, and then switch back and explode the first one, and it'll, like, launch you really far across the map.
I've never actually watched a Breath of the Wild speedrun, so I have no idea, but this sounds interesting.
But I've tried so very hard
okay.
to make that happen, and it has never worked.
I'm sorry.
But, like, my point is I can't, like, I'm also like very forgetful.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could easily just forget a step to a speed run and throw the whole thing in the trash.
See, I get that, but I want to hype you up a little bit because honestly, and I don't say this to like take away from speedruns and the amount of skill it takes to be a speedrunner. It takes a lot of skill, but even if you have no skill, you can still be an above average speedrunner. Not great, but above average in just the other half of what speedrunning is, which is muscle memory. Like,
Yeah, but my muscle memory is awful.
but it takes practice. Like, no one is gonna be good right away, and anyone can get a good muscle memory.
Right, but I'm saying I tried exactly once, so it's not happening.
Well, you gotta try more than once.
Okay, maybe like I tried one second time, and it's, again, not happening.
Well, I'm not saying you should be a speedrunner. I don't know how well you would do with that. I'm not gonna push you to speedrun the same way I'm pushing you to just stream or upload to YouTube.
I'm not going to push you to do good like I'm pushing you to show up.
Like, I just want you to stream and upload to YouTube. But if you want to try to get into speedrunning, I would definitely encourage it, and I'd watch it, and I'd give you my advice where I can. I don't know. I think that could be fun. Especially if you're, like, self-aware about it, because there are some speedrunners who aren't the top tier, and they almost, I don't know, recognize that and make that part of their persona, and it's entertaining to watch. Like, I watch a lot of speedrunners that are nowhere near the best in the game they play, but I watch their speedruns because of their personality, and because it's still good, good gameplay, even if it's not the best.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to, like, speedrun, it'd be like that, but a lot more derogatory towards myself about it.
Well, that's fair. I mean...
Like, I'd be like, oh, cool. We did that in 10 minutes. Good time for a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've definitely had a rebirth of sorts when it comes to speedrunning. I remember back when I did it for a short period of time, like 3 years ago, and when I was big into speedrunning 3 years ago, I wouldn't even submit my speedruns and upload them if the time was, like, not in the top 10. And now I realize, like, that's not a good mentality to have. Like, I don't know why I'm setting the bar so high for myself. And, like, I don't know, I should put some of my pride aside. So now I'm, like, doing any speedruns that I enjoy, regardless of, like, if they're in the top 10 or the top 3.
So I have a question, actually, about speedrun.com and how they run their stats.
Yeah.
So, like, say I get, like, the 100th place in a speedrun category, and then I make, somehow, miraculously for me, top 10, it'll remove my speedrun at, like, number 100.
Yes.
And just make me number 10.
Yes. So,
Okay.
this is going to completely be opposite of what I was just talking about. But I finally, recently had a time get back in the top 3.
Yeah.
So I now have a Mario Kart speedrun that's top 3 in the world for the first time since 2018.
But is it number 1 in America?
It is number 1 in America.
Oh, look at me, number 1 in America.
There are 2 people above me. One is Canadian, and the other is... Why am I blanking? I feel like it's a Spanish country. I can't remember. But, yeah, I'm currently the number 1 American in this category. This one category. And when I got that number 3 time, my previous time was 7th place. And now my 7th place time is not on the leaderboard anymore.
Okay.
It's removed. And I'm bumped up to 3rd.
Okay.
You can go back and see your old runs
Yeah.
and what time they would be now. So technically, on my profile, someone could check that, and I could check that.
Okay, so you could see, like, if my like run of 8 minutes for number 100, let's say.
Well, let's just put it back in.
Using
Let's do
arbitrary
like more. I want to be specific here because I feel like this could confuse people. Under the example I just gave, I had a 7th place time. Now it's 3rd
Right.
place. If someone checks my profile and looks at my old times, they'll see that time and it'll say like 7th or 8th place,
Yeah.
and they can see what my old times would have been on the leaderboards,
Yeah.
but they don't show up anymore.
Okay.
The leaderboards are updated and refreshed constantly, is what I'm trying to say. And there's no, like, duplicate times. It's just for simplicity's sake. It'd get confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
especially because a lot of people are constantly improving their times.
Yeah.
So like if they had every single one of my times on a Mario Kart leaderboard, some of those leaderboards would have like 7 submissions for me. My name would be
Yeah.
on the leaderboard 7 times, which is unnecessary. But that's a good question.
He's both second place, third place, fourth place, 8th place, 9th place, 12th place, 22nd place.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's been fun though. And even though I just said I'm back in the top 3 in one category, I'm not trying to worry about my placement anymore. Like, for example, I did a Super Mario Bros. 3 any percent no wrong warp speedrun, and that's like 180th place in the world, and I'm happy with it just because, like, I had fun doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm getting as much joy out of speedrunning when I get 180th place as when I get 3rd place in the world. So it's been really fun to finally go back to speedrunning after really 2 years of not doing it. And I think that might be my new grind on Twitch, is speedrunning. I think that's the plan. It's a much better plan than playing shooter games like I have been for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that the
Oh,
game,
I
the
have
genre
fucking-
at least, I can't believe the genre I've played the most in the last 2 years of shooter games, especially when they make me so mad.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I play them so much is because I'm good at them, but I get so mad and, like, they're so frustrating. That's not
Yeah.
worth my time. I don't know why I'm
No,
doing
yeah.
this. I don't know why I'm doing this to
I
myself.
feel that. I gotta fucking play Horizon Zero Dawn.
You should stream Horizon Zero Dawn.
I should.
Do it.
I'm gonna try to do it after work tomorrow.
That could be fun. I'll be able to lurk, but I won't be able to, like, interact a lot.
Oh wow. Okay.
I got class.
Oh, sir lurks a lot. No, I'm kidding.
I got class.
I appreciate the view regardless.
Yeah, you
And by
should
tomorrow
definitely-
night, I mean the day this is uploaded tonight, hopefully.
Yeah.
In fact, definitely, I'm putting myself to it. I don't know when I'll do it, but I'm gonna stream tonight. Fuck.
Yeah,
me.
all right. Well, I'm uploading this,
Shit.
and it's getting uploaded Thursday. Therefore, because we're recording this Wednesday, just to clarify the schedule, this is going up Thursday, and Zach is going to be streaming Thursday. So if you're watching this podcast the day it goes live,
I really just did it to myself.
check out Zach's stream. He's now committed.
I immediately regret it, but I'm not taking it back.
He's now committed. I'm even going to flash your Twitch link on the screen right now in the edit. And if you're not live, I'm going to look like a fucking douchebag, so you better go live. Flashing your Twitch link on the screen. Check out Zach's Twitch. You got to stream now.
I do have to stream now.
Maybe you should upload as well.
Maybe.
Come
That
on,
comes
you
later.
could edit that video we recorded this weekend for your channel in like an hour less.
Yes, that is true.
It's a nice short like YouTube haiku video.
I
It's
could put
dope.
on YouTube Haiku.
It's dope. You should do it.
And then I could get shit for uploading my own video to YouTube IQ.
That is something I don't to this day understand about Reddit. Is like you cannot be proud or like I don't know, just showcase anything you've done yourself.
No, you can. It just has to be like immaculate.
I guess.
And you can't be like really proud of this thing I did. You got to be like, "Oh, I did a thing. I think it's all right. It could be better." And then people will be like, "Oh my god, it's so good. Don't talk shit on yourself." But if you're like, "Hey, I did this and I think it's pretty neat." They're going to be like, "Oh, it looks like shit."
Well, and that's part of the reason why I've never gotten big into Reddit is because it's just intimidating. Also, there's even like, and this is less likely to happen, but even if you try to, like, showcase someone you know's work, you'll get crap. So I remember one of my Twitch viewers
It's-
tried to post a link of one of my Twitch clips on Reddit,
Yeah.
and people were so mean to them because they posted a clip of a streamer they watch. Like, you're too close connected to him.
Yeah.
He's probably making you do this for self-advertisement, and I never asked him to do that.
Yeah.
And, like, Reddit just barraged this guy with mean comments.
As far as like Twitch and YouTube goes, it's not as good, but like I'm more talking along the line of like art and
Mhm.
stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. That's a difference.
So like it's always better to be like, my friend made this and they don't think it's good, but I fucking stole it and posted it here
Mm.
to like show them that it is good. It's probably like one of the best approaches you can take, but it's still gonna receive flack from like the people who know better, that it's like, oh, you did this.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like,
Reddit is somewhat a cesspool,
yeah, I feel like Reddit has a low-key...
but it's like, it's a cesspool for different reasons than every other social media app.
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of refreshing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's a good way to describe it. I've never seen a platform other than Reddit where being proud of something you did can be so bad. Like, where you just
Yeah.
get so much hate. And, like, I get it. People have a bias towards, like, self-advertising. I understand that. Like, self-advertising can be annoying to have to deal with.
Yep.
But there is a distinction between self-advertisement and, like, genuine, like, pride in something you've done.
Yeah.
And I feel like that distinction doesn't exist very much on Reddit.
There, well, there's also like girls on Reddit are more likely to not receive that flack for being proud of something they did.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, I know
it
that's a
still
meme.
Happens. There's a whole subreddit dedicated to like essentially I forget what exactly it's called, but the like title is so long that it's essentially just the first letter of each word of the title. But it's essentially like, oh, this is pretty cool, but I will admit that initially I clicked on it because of a girl. But it's not here because it's a girl. It's cool despite, like, and on top of the fact that a girl did it.
Okay.
Is the whole subreddit.
That's a long-ass title.
That is pretty much the title for that subreddit.
No, you know what I think's funny is, well, not funny. Maybe it's a good thing, but I think Reddit may be the only social media where women get less harassment than men.
Yeah.
Like, Twitter, if you're a woman, you're going to have a harder time. Instagram, etc. But Reddit, if you're a girl, hey, at least you got Reddit going for you, because people are very nice on Reddit. But I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, again,
Well,
another
Reddit's
way.
also, like, one of those social media platforms where, like, I legitimately one time, like, found this art piece in, I think, r/D&D.
Okay.
And fucking clicked on it. And was like, oh, wow, that's really good. I'm going to click on the artist and see if they have anything else. And it was immediately just her tits. And I was like, okay. And that's what her, like, profile was drawings for D&D and titty pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, cool.
I mean, respect. You know how to brand yourself. You know what you're about.
Yeah.
I think that's something
Like, listen, I draw good, I have good boobs.
I think that's something I need to work on, not posting more titty pictures, but branding myself. Because I realize I've tried way too hard to be like a jack of all trades,
Yeah.
and I've mastered almost none. Like, I've tried making a video game before. I'm trying to like write a book, and the book one is what I'm confident about, so I'm going to keep working on. But like the video game, I'm not good at coding. I'm not a good game designer, so I dropped that project. Like,
Oh.
I tried making a YouTube game show, dropped that project. Like,
Oh, really?
that's a long time ago, but yeah. So
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I honestly would have kept doing that if your footage didn't get lost as one of my as one of my cameramen.
I'm so sorry.
Because if I had my footage, your footage, and the second cameraman's footage all together, I could have maybe pieced together a good like series and a good like game show.
Yeah.
But because some of the footage was missing, I gave up on it. But like I've tried to do so many different things, and I've tried to start so many different projects in my life, and I just need to stop. Like, I need to focus on only the things I care the most about or am the best at. So, like, I care the most about writing, which is why I'm going to keep doing this book. But I think I'm better at Twitch streaming, so that's why I'm going to keep Twitch streaming. But I'm not good at making a video game, so why the fuck am I trying to make a video game right now? So I'm just leaving that one to the side.
My whole thing is I'm good at nothing and I care about nothing.
Okay.
No, but I say that to say, like, most of the things I'm interested in, I'm very bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example being video games. I don't have good coordination or good reflexes. So video games isn't really that great for me.
Okay.
To be doing, but I enjoy them too much to not do it.
No, I get that. And that's why I feel like, to counter your point of not being good at anything, I think you are a good streamer. And you can make good content on YouTube. You just gotta try.
Yes, I am aware.
You gotta apply yourself. Because I like your streams a lot. And I like...
Someone does.
I like the occasional once-a-year YouTube video you put up. But...
Well, don't hold your breath, but I might be putting up 2 this year.
Oh, snap. Hey, let's get it. I mean, we recorded that video. I hope you upload it. I mean, it would make recording that video together feel a little pointless.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You should just upload it. You don't have to
Should.
apologize. Just upload. Don't apologize. Just upload.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I've just been like, I've been in a big content mood lately. Even beyond my Twitch and YouTube, I've been putting up content on the Patreon for some of the people who support the Patreon.
At least someone has.
In the past week, I've put up a Q&A type thing, behind the scenes, and a bonus gaming video.
Yep.
And this next week, we're putting up a Patreon podcast. So if you want a bonus episode, check out the Patreon. And we're putting up another gaming video, which I'm kind of excited about. I did a live stream where I raced against my dad in Mario Kart, and I edited it, and I'm going to put it up on the Patreon. I edited it down to a fun little video. I like
when
putting...
do you want to redo that Mario Kart race?
Oh, we should do that soon. We should race again. That would be a lot of fun. That could be a good stream for both of us and good content.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just like a lot of content. I've been having fun doing content on Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon. And I know we took a big break from uploading the Patreon, and we only put up like 2 or 3 things in 2 months. But this month, there's going to be a lot of stuff going up because I'm excited. Especially that video, like me racing my dad, because that's one of those things where like, I don't know, it's almost like too wholesome to go on YouTube because YouTube's, while there is wholesome content that's good on YouTube, YouTube's algorithm isn't really that built for that.
Yeah.
YouTube's algorithm's built for like clickbait and more like exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So like me playing Mario Kart with my dad probably wouldn't do well on YouTube, so I'm putting it up on Patreon where, you know, people will enjoy it more and it'll get more respect, I guess.
Why are you on again?
Why is the AC on again? I turned it off before the podcast.
Well, I was speaking to the Alexa.
Oh, is Alexa on again?
Stop. Yeah, it's on again.
I love watching it power down. It looks
So defeated.
Yeah, it looks so sad. Yeah, I don't know why our AC was on either. The last episode had the AC.
Actually, I know exactly why that's on though. It's because of the clapping.
Oh yeah, huh?
Because you activate the.
When I clapped.
To clarify a little bit,
Yeah.
I have a jammer, I guess it is, on top of my Alexa. It's called an Alexa Gate, and it essentially plays a high-pitched frequency when it's on, so that the microphone can't pick up your voice. Fun fact, I got it before I got the Alexa, so technically I got the Alexa just to suppress it.
But
the way
just to silence the Alexa.
Just to silence it. But the way to activate the Alexa Gate and deactivate it is you clap 3 times, which is how we time the episode.
How we sync the audio in the video.
Yeah.
Before every episode, I clap 3 times, which accidentally turned off Zach's Alexa silencer and turned on Zach's Alexa.
So she's just been listening this whole time.
Alexa gets a preview of this podcast before anyone else. Anyways, what I was saying is I don't know why the AC is on, because I turned it off. All the windows are open, so I don't think someone would have turned it on. Last episode, I turned the AC off as well, and the AC was in the background. I could kind of hear the white noise. So I'm a little annoyed that this episode's going to have a little bit of white noise as well. But it's a conspiracy theory at this point, why our AC...
It's a conspiracy theory that Harrison just comes in and turns the AC on when he knows we're podcasting.
Yeah, just one of our roommates is trying to sabotage us. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, it's Brian. He's trying to lower the quality of our podcast so his can surpass it.
Yeah, so Brian's
Even
podcast...
though it probably already has.
Brian, he wants his podcast to be vastly superior than ours.
That's probably why he moved out of
We
this room.
still need to do a crossover episode.
We do.
Where we're on... The 2 of us are featured on their podcast, and the 3 of them are featured on our podcast. It just kind of sucks that COVID happened when it did, because now it's killed some of those vibes.
My knees are getting worse, by the way.
Are you actually going to get knee surgery?
I might have to get knee surgery.
Can you explain that situation for the podcast?
Okay, so... Ow.
I also am asking for you to explain it again to me, because I forget most of the details.
So basically, I've been walking around on concrete floors for 4 years now for work with no inserts in my shoes, and that objectively destroys your knees.
Mm-hmm.
It makes them really bad. And the same thing sort of at school.
Yeah.
was the deal as well, where it was like very hard floors, basically because the floors don't have any give, like carpet or even hardwood flooring has give enough to not ruin your knees. Concrete is not that way. So I've just kind of been destroying my knees actively for the past 4 years, and it's finally to a point where like they hurt a lot often. And my previous boss, before he left the company, was making fun of me because he's like, "You're only 22 and you're gonna have to have knee replacement surgery already," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, man."
My counterpoint,
But
though...
like him uttering the word knee surgery made me actually think about it as a reality, as opposed to just living with it. Because right now, my dad, who has been doing the same like type of job as me for 20 plus years, like warehouse work,
Yeah.
his knees are better than mine.
Why don't you just get inserts, though? I feel like that'd be cheaper than surgery.
So getting inserts in my shoes only prevents the problem from getting worse. It doesn't fix the problem.
That's fair. So
So technically the best thing is to do both.
Yeah, do both.
But I'm probably going to push off surgery for another like 10 years.
Yeah,
And just deal with it until it becomes unbearable.
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild.
But yeah, so like basically when I move my knees after not moving them for a bit, they pop. And it hurts, and it can be heard across the room. Also, if you'd like to just put your finger on my knee so you can describe the feeling. I don't know if it's working right now, but
No, it just feels like a normal knee.
Alright, well, it feels fucking weird sometimes.
I just think knees are weird in general. I think that might be the least attractive part of the human body, honestly.
The least attractive?
You just got little, like, hilly mountains on your
Little
legs.
hilly mountains on
I
your
hate
legs?
it. I hate it. It's disgusting. I hate it. Like, I'm not a fan of knees. I don't know. Like, what are specific, like, odd things that either attract or don't attract you?
Well, I'm really into feet.
Okay.
That's not true, but...
Yeah, I'm not.
There's nothing I can think of right now that's, like, particularly odd.
It doesn't even have to be sexual. Like, for me, like, one negative, obviously, is, like, knees or feet. Like, a positive is, like, shoulders. You got some, like, smooth, silky shoulders. I'm into it.
Okay.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything right now. You kind of put me on the spot.
What attracts you, Zach?
Nothing and everything.
Okay.
Personality.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Aren't you special? This guy's into personality. This is the first guy who's ever been attracted by personality. That's what it must be like, huh? Not always worrying about the physical body. We found the one guy that's attracted to personality.
Apparently I fucking have a type, though. And it's short, brightly colored hair with a hates life personality attached.
You could have just said emo.
I didn't want to.
I mean, you could have.
I should have.
Oh, boy. You know what? Speaking of content, this episode's just been talking a lot about content. I made a VTuber avatar recently. And I want to do VTuber streams, but I'm worried because, like, the VTuber community is very selective, maybe is the word I'll use. So, like, and you know it's bad when I have to defend Pokimane. I don't ever want to have to do that, but I'm going to. So Pokimane recently wanted to do a VTuber stream. And the VTuber community lost their shit. They're like, you don't belong here. Like, all of us do this for a living. You're just doing this as, like, for fun because it's like
true.
It's like a trend. But the gatekeeping was so strong, and, like, she wasn't doing it just on a whim. Like, she hired VTuber artists, commissioned them to make her avatar, commissioned them to work with her and, like, get things set up. She shouted out VTubers and VTuber artists, and she was, like, trying to build up the community.
Yeah.
But because I guess she's a popular non-VTuber, trying to do VTuber content, like, she is now the pariah of the VTuber community. Like, everyone hated her for this potential, like, stream. I don't even think she did the stream.
Damn.
It was just, like, something she
Kinda
announced ahead of time. And I don't even know if it's going to happen now. I think they've, like, bullied her out of it.
That's wild.
And my thing is, like, if I were to, like, do streams with a VTuber avatar instead of my face cam, I, one, don't want to get bullied for doing it, and two, it would never be something I would commit to either way. Like, I won't
always do that, and you won't always do face cam.
Yeah, I want to do both, but I feel like I'm not allowed to, or the VTuber community won't accept me. And I'm not trying to say the VTuber community is bad. Don't be wrong. There are a lot of great people, but it's the loudest voices that are being very mean right now, and like very gatekeeping, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. Like, I understand maybe the worry that Pokimane, because she's already so fucking popular on Twitch, if she gets into VTuber content, it'll hurt the chances of other VTubers being popular. But, like, you can't stop her from making the content she wants.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fair to her.
No, yeah.
I understand that worry. I've definitely experienced that myself. I used to, like, do some really popular Stardew Valley streams.
Yep.
And then when Stardew Valley became a super popular game, instead of being kind of like a more niche game, and therefore when it became super popular, more popular streamers were playing it, my viewership plummeted.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've had a really popular Stardew Valley stream since, because it's now a popular game. But that's just how it works. Like, I'm not gonna get mad and like make Twitter threads about how, oh, this popular streamer should stick to Fortnite, don't play Stardew Valley. Like, what? I don't know. I guess I'm oftentimes against gatekeeping in most situations, and this is an example where, like, I don't feel like Pokimane did anything. I don't think Pokimane did anything wrong for once. Like, why is everyone mad at her? Again,
mad at her for this, not this.
It sucks that I have to defend Pokimane here, but that kind of proves, in my opinion, how in the right she is. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I don't know.
About gatekeeping?
Oh, I just think it's like weak sauce to try to gatekeep stuff. What? Don't
I haven't heard
my terminology.
I haven't heard the term weak sauce since high school, bro.
Don't laugh at my terminology.
No, I'm not laughing.
I ought to cut your fucking knees off and
use them as my own. Mostly nostalgia.
I ought to cut your fucking knees off and use them as my own.
And you'd still wear them out in 4 years.
Yeah, probably. No, but like I think like gatekeeping is especially fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's basically 90% of the time is like, oh, this person's trying to enjoy something I like. Well, they're not allowed to.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. It's an ideology that I'm very against. And I just don't feel like it. I don't know. I want to encourage growth, and like, I want to encourage people to do what makes them happy. And I feel like gatekeeping is oftentimes the opposite of that.
Well, also, like, the VTuber thing.
Yeah.
Going back to that, I think it would be good for Pokemon to bring attention to this community, because until you started making a VTuber avatar, I've never fucking heard of it.
Yeah.
And, like, from time to time, I do watch Pokemon's content.
I should clarify, because that might give off the impression I don't want to. I didn't make a VTuber avatar because Pokimane did. I've known about it before Pokimane. I've known about it for years. I just never thought I'd be good at it because, one, without a face cam, a true face cam, and instead using an avatar, you have to rely way more on your voice. And I don't think I have the best voice. I think the benefit of my face cam is like my facial expressions or my body movements. So I never wanted to do it because I was worried I couldn't rely just on my voice. And two, I didn't know how to do it. And even now that I've made a VTuber avatar, it's kind of bad. Like, my avatar does not look as good as like popular VTubers. It doesn't look anime-esque. It looks more like
bad animation from the 90s.
Not bad animation from the 90s. That's being too mean.
Bad animation
I'm
from the early
okay.
2000s.
I'm okay at graphic design and such. How do I put this nicely? It looks about as good as Ruby looks.
Yeah.
Because
yep.
and you've seen it, so you can agree.
I like Ruby personally,
I
but I understand the gripe against it.
I like Ruby, but I'm never gonna say you're gonna find me hard pressed to say that Ruby's animation and like or like character design is amazing. I'm never gonna be able to say that because I don't think it is, and that's like my character, my VTuber avatar, and like the character I designed looks about as good as Ruby can look
I gotta catch up on Ruby
when
again.
compared to anime. So like Ruby compared to anime is like my VTuber avatar compared to good VTuber avatars.
Yeah.
Like that's the comparison. But I actually might get into it now because I think I've been getting way
Ruby
more into it.
compared to anime is how my avatar looks compared to Ruby.
I've been getting way more into it. I've been watching a lot of VTuber streams now that I'm watching a lot of Twitch in general lately, and I think it's cool. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just like, it's bad that I'm almost scared to do it because I'm worried I'll get like bullied.
Yeah.
Like that's not a good thing.
I don't.
That's starting to pop up in the VTuber community. That's not a good.
Precedent to set.
Yeah.
I don't like.
And again, it's not everyone. It's just the loudest voices, but.
I don't think I would ever do like a VTuber stream because I don't think like I don't really care for that type of content. I'm trying to tiptoe right now without saying that I think it's bad, but I think that there's either like show your face or don't, but I think it's kind of weird for me, like in my opinion personally, to have an avatar that takes the place of your face.
Yeah.
Also, I think if I tried to do it, it would be very ungood because I speak mostly monotone.
Yeah.
And I emote kind of well with my face, but like it doesn't, from what I've seen of your thing, it doesn't really transfer well over
Well,
to
I'm using a free program because I'm not
Fair.
committed to it yet. But you bring up two good points. One, a lot of people, another gripe people have with Pokimane doing this is a lot of VTubers, or at least fans of VTubers, again, the loudest voice is not the majority, but some of the people on Twitter were saying these people have never shown their face, so they're like true VTubers, but you
fuck
have.
that off.
I don't understand that. Like, I
Go
get
away.
it. It's respectable if you never show your face on Twitch and you fully commit to this avatar. You make
Yeah.
this avatar your
You.
brand, and that's who you are. That's cool. I get that. But, like, again, I feel like that's not a fair...
It's not a good enough reason to trash someone for wanting to try something new.
Yeah. And then... Oh, I already forgot the other thing you said. Why am I blanking? This is how bad my
It
memory
wouldn't
is.
work out for me because my voice is monotone.
Not the monotone one. Before that.
I emote with my face, and it doesn't translate well from what I've seen.
I don't know. Maybe you're just bad. I can't think of the second point. Maybe that was the second point.
Maybe.
You're just bad.
Possibly.
You know what would make you good?
If I actually streamed.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow,
You should
hopefully.
stream Thursday, the day this comes out, and upload.
Thursday,
do it.
September 17th.
Let's do it. Oh, I remember the second thing you were gonna, that you brought up. My memory actually came
It
back.
works.
You said you kind of find it pointless when people make VTuber avatars that are basically placeholders of themselves, similar to what Pokimane did. Her VTuber avatar looks exactly like her. And I kind of agree with that point, though. That is one gripe that the VTuber community had that I kind of agreed with. That her avatar is just basically her. It's not creative. Like, the avatar I'm trying to make looks somewhat like me, but I wanted to make some things different. Like, my hair is like a dark red, because I thought that would be cool.
And, like, they have a good beard.
I don't have any beard ever on anything. I think I've given up on that endeavor. Maybe when I'm in my 30s, I'll try to
have a beard again?
Grow a beard, or I'll put a beard on my avatar, but not in my 20s. Simply. But that is kind of a fair gripe. I do think it's a little uncreative of Pokimane to make her VTuber avatar look exactly like her. I'm not saying she shouldn't do it. I'm not saying because her avatar looks exactly like her, she's not allowed to become a VTuber.
Yeah.
That's a little harsh, but I think it's a little uncreative.
I think I've only watched, actually, one VTuber streamer.
Okay.
And their avatar was Doge.
The one Manny?
No.
Oh. He's the most popular who uses a dog as his avatar.
It was Greats. It was W Greats.
I've never heard of that. Or them, I should say.
They were the reason I ever brought up GTA roleplay, but I've kind of gotten over that myself without any encouragement from anyone else to get over it.
Well, I'm glad you know what you want in life.
Not GTA roleplay.
No, yeah, I couldn't get into that either. I don't know. We should probably wrap up here soon, but it's been fun. This week, like I said, this is content week for me, baby. It's content week. I'm putting up a ton of stuff on YouTube.
This is content cop week for me, baby.
Yikes. I'm doing streams, uploading to YouTube, putting stuff on the Patreon. Zach's gonna stream, maybe upload to YouTube. This is content week.
Content. This is content week.
This is content week, and we're killing it. My goal is to keep the content flowing for the rest of the year. Now that I've found a schedule that I like, and I feel like I can get a lot done under my current work schedule. So I'm just hyped. I'm so hyped. Anyways, you got anything else to say before we end this episode, Zach?
Not particularly.
All right. Well, make sure to check out Zach's stream today because he's streaming Thursday this week.
Which is today.
It's today, the day we're uploading. Tomorrow, when we're recording this. But watch his stream. If he's not streaming,
Please find me.
will leak his address.